Alright, so Svargrim's been bested, Svana's still alive. We had the ability to be able to kill her father, because the dude should have opened a jam company and called it Schmuckers, because that dude is the king of the schmucks. Buck's still alive, she's still a triple OG, so glad I got her from the people of Solitude, but it's time to figure out what damage was done to the city. Oh, seems pretty calm to me. Where's the rest of the gang?
My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved. It's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm. The city still stands. Skyrim still stands. Although the Tower of the Wolf may have been damaged beyond repair.
Are you alright?
No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. But there was a darkness there. Jealousy, bitterness. He wanted to control all of Skyrim.
So, joining the Grey Host was just about power?
For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. I need to get to work. With my father gone, someone has to pick up the pieces and restore the holds.
Is there something you need me to do?
First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then, rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Other wounds will take longer. We'll have more to do soon enough.
Yo, thanks a bunch.
Whatever Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were planning, I think the worst is behind us as far as Western Skyrim is concerned. With with Svargrim dead, their grip on the holds comes to an end.
Sweet. New achievement. That sword went in my collection. Ooh, we're getting all the good stuff out of this. Oh, what a quest. Are you in charge of Solitude now?
Not officially. At least I don't think so. I feel like the whole world's crumbling around me. But the city's still standing, so that's something. I'm more worried about our friends. We left Lyris and Fen to hold of a horde of Hero fiends.
Oh shit, I forgot about them.
Hopefully they were able to hold the courtyard and keep those monsters out of the city. You go on ahead and check on them. I need to collect myself. Solitude needs Princess Svana now. And I'm not quite ready to be her.
I'll find Lyris and Fen.
Thank you. Help them and anyone else as best you can. I'll do the same. Once you're done with them, I'll find you and we can figure out what to do next.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Tell me truthfully, Lyris. How much of this blood is mine?
Not enough to be worried about.
That's always a good sign when you're covered in the blood of your enemies and not your own. I can get down with that. Talked to Lyris first last time, so Fen, you're up first.
You did it. I shouldn't be surprised. But things were looking rather bleak before the clouds parted.
What happened with the horde of Harrow Fiends?
We held the gate as long as we could. The Harrow Fiends were a flood of claws and teeth. Once they burst through, Lyris cleaved through them like a scythe through wheat. But even she couldn't stem the tide.
So what happened?
I'm not really sure. I kind of went wild. Let out my inner beast, as it were. I was rending and slashing. Then Lyris whacked me with the flat of her blade. At least that's the last thing I remember. Not my finest hour, but we survived.
That's what I'm talking about, Fen. Unleash the beast, my man. Where has this been the entire time? You better bring that to the Ashen Lord because, like, let's face it, we gonna need everything. Everything for that mother flower. So what now?
The Elixir is my next priority, of course. As long as the Harrow Storms are still a threat, we need a defense against them. After that, I want to examine the records we took from Greymoor Keep. I still think there's a cure for the Herod in there.
What about the Harrow Fiends?
Sadly, I don't think there's any hope for them. Their life energy was sucked dry, turning them into feral beasts. Restoring them is beyond my capabilities, I'm afraid. At least with the Herod, they're not so far gone as to be a lost cause.
And the elixir will protect everyone else?
As soon as we produce enough of it, yes. We saw how it protected Svanna. Now, where did I put my flask?
Cheers, brother. Drink up. We're gonna need you at 100%. Lyris, my man.
So, is it over? What happened to Svargrim? And where's Svanna?
Svargrim's dead and Svanna's fine. But she needed a moment. She asked me to check on you.
A parent's betrayal cuts deeper than a sword. But Svanna's strong. Stronger than she's been given credit for. And Solitude's going to need that strength in the coming days.
Do you think she can handle it?
If you told me the tavern rat we met at the Lonely Troll would become my choice to lead this land, I'd have called you mad. Then again, my king's a skald, so what do I know? Come on, there's probably something productive we should be doing.
Yeah. Svanna turned out boss as hell. She deserves to run this ish. Out here protecting the people? That's what I'm talking about. What do you have in mind?
Find out if everyone in the Hall of the Dead is alright. I'll make sure Castle Dower is secured.
What happened with the horde of Harrow Fiends?
We did our best to hold the Harrow Fiends inside Castle Dower, but nothing short of stone walls were going to keep those monsters from pushing through. Seemed like everyone I killed was replaced by 2 more.
How do you stop them?
Almost didn't. We were nearly overrun before Fen went wild. I've never seen him like that, snarling and showing what a true vampire can do. Took the Harrow Fiends by surprise and we routed them. I did have to thwack him to clear his head, though.
Somebody had to do it. Glad y'all are safe. Well, that is dope. It's time to go to the Hall of the Dead. I realized that I'd never named our little Clanfair buddy right here. He's just chilling. I don't know. He looks like a Peter. Yeah, you're Peter. Peter and Buck. Best friends forever. Coming this way. But, yeah. Peter and Buck. That sounds dope. Yeah, let's head over to the Hall of the Dead. And, if you get a chance, smash that subscribe button, because we're doing Elder Scrolls Online content every day. It's been wicked fun. Greymoor has really unleashed something awesome on the world. Because at first, not gonna lie, the story was kind of dry, but it's just heating up, and I'm ready to bring the fight to the Ashen Lord. Like, we've got to have him on his heels now. Like, we stopped this Harrow Storm. We killed 3 of his top generals. Like, there's no way. There's no way we can't beat him now. We got the best gang of all time.
Ha! Good to see you aren't raising bugs with Ismir just yet.
We saw the storm break, but we heard nothing since you departed from Blackreach.
What's up, y'all?
I regret we didn't throw a parade to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King to the sword. But what of Svanna? Is she?
Svanna's alive, but I can't say the same for the High King.
That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Svanna has my support, for whatever that's worth. She's going to need all the help she can get in the days to come.
So Svanna's queen now?
Not until we hold a moot to support her claim, and we need more than a single Jarl for that to occur. If Svanna proves herself as the acting Jarl, they might look past her father's failings and make her the queen. Eventually.
She's proven capable so far.
We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. What remains of the holds are still ravaged by the Harrow Storms, and I doubt we've seen the last of the Grey Host, for that matter.
Any word from your hold?
None good, but none bad either. My wife knows better than anyone how to care for our people. I trust she and my Thane to protect and care for Morthal in my absence.
Alright, peace out, my man. Sortain.
We seem to have survived, thank the gods. I thought for certain we were all about to witness the end of the world.
It looks like Solitude weathered the storm.
No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. After you and the princess went off to Blackreach, I gathered whoever we could and made our stand here in the Hall of the Dead. I'm just glad we don't have to be permanent residents.
So no major casualties?
Far fewer than I feared when the storm began. Thanks to you and the princess. With the storm over and the Grey Host driven from Castle Dower, my soldiers will get the city back into shape. As long as no one else attacks us in the meantime.
I'll leave it to you then.
They're here! They're at the gates!
The Grey Host? I thought we were done with them for now.
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King with an army from the east!
What treachery is this?
To the gates. We'll give the Skald King a proper welcome, one way or another.
Christ Jesus. Alright, man. Like, I hope this guy isn't a schmuck, too, because, like, we're good at putting schmucks to the sword, let's be honest.
Stand down, you idiots! We come in peace.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skald King before we start a war.
You better don't start a war.
From fools and prophets will no one properly greet a weary traveler.
I got you, fam. King?
You don't look like one of these Western milk drinkers. Tell them we're not a damn invasion, we're here to help. Maybe you can tell me what's going on.
The Grey Host was behind the attacks on Western Skyrim. I, King Svargrim, we had to kill him.
So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host? I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like that, it's inconceivable. Svargrim once told me that he would die before welcoming me to Solitude. I suppose he was right.
True that, man. The Grey Host caused a lot of damage. These people could use your help.
That's why I sent Lyris here in the first place. I'm not the king of these holds, though. I can't do anything if they refuse my help. Svargrim despised me. He would never accept my aid. But Svanna... here she comes now. Let's see what she has to say.
Whatever you think, King Yoren.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside a helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your honor, Skald King.
Toe.
Thank you for holding the line, I mean. I'm ready to do what I should have done a long time ago. To do what my father never could. I'll speak with the Skald King. There's one more thing I'd like you to do while I entertain our guests.
What do you need, Jarl?
We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. We need Fenn's Elixir more than ever. With that, and King Yoren's help, we might just push these monsters back into their grave for good. Check on Fenn's progress, please.
Anything else?
That depends on Fenn. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know. And I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs.
I'll speak with Fen.
Fenn is with Old Mjolnir, the Mages Guild. When you're finished with him, join me in the courtyard of the Blue Palace. I'm going to hold a moment of remembrance for this city. We all need a moment to mourn what we lost.
What about your guests?
I'm going to invite the Skald King to join us. If the people of Solitude see him bow his head along with the rest of us, they may not care about the divide between the East and the West.
It's a sound strategy. Where y'all at? Downstairs. Ha ha. There would be a basement. Yeah, this has been a pretty wild ride, and I hope that they've made some headway.
A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. We've made a breakthrough.
Excellent.
I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative.
Meaning what exactly?
A cure. Singolis's research on the Netherroot showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Thus far, I've been able to inure a person to the root, but now I'm certain I can use that knowledge to heal those weakened bonds.
How quickly can you produce the cure?
Well, it is just a theory at this point. There's a lot more testing and experimentation to be done before we can produce a viable antidote. Weeks, optimistically?
Svanna needs the elixir now. She asked me to make sure that everything was going smoothly.
I know. We can't simply put things on hold. Mjolnir and I have a batch brewing right now, and materials to keep producing for another day. Ingert's promised us a steady supply of Arcase oil, but that's not our limiting factor.
What's the problem?
We know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of Netherroot to do so. Tell Svanna that if she can keep us supplied, we can produce enough elixir for all the holds in a matter of weeks.
Any ideas on where we could get more Netherroot?
We can ransack Greyhost's stockpiles, or mount an expedition into Blackreach. Otherwise, it would take decades of work to produce a proper crop. After we get the elixir squared away, we'll turn our attention to curing the Herald.
Did Singalis notes tell you more about the Grey Reliquaries and Stone Husks?
Indeed. As I surmised, the Grey Reliquaries contained the remains of ancient Greyhost warriors. They served as a connection to the souls trapped in Cold Harbor. Using the energy from the Harrowstorms, the souls were pulled into the stone husks.
And what was the purpose of the Stone Husks?
I believe the stone husks are incubators of a sort. The physical forms of the Grey Host are reincorporated within the stone vessels, through a mix of Singolis's alchemy and sorcery, and the magic of the Ice Reach witches. When whole, they burst free.
Makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Time to get back to the palace.
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news.
Like, shifty.
I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road to recovery. What did Fen have to say about the elixir?
They're making it as we speak, but he says we're gonna need more Netherroot soon.
Not the best news, but I'll take it. So long as we have enough to protect our soldiers, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. I'll go to the Undergrove myself if that's what it takes.
Ben also believes he can make a cure for the Harrowed.
Now that would be cause for celebration. If he can really bring back even a fraction of those we lost to the Harrowstorms, I'm willing to try. That's all I needed to hear. We should begin the ceremony before the crowd grows more restless.
What do you have planned?
Nothing fancy, just a traditional Nord wake. To mourn and celebrate those we've lost, and cherish the lives we still have. I'd like you to join us.
Very well.
None of us would be here to sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living if not for you. I certainly wouldn't be here, ready to lead my hold. You've supported me since I started down this path. I'm honored to have you here at the end.
Yeah. Thanks a bunch. The Sword of Solitude, the Wolf Crown of Solitude, and a skill point? Yeah, get some. That's what I'm talking about.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor to the fallen.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, our trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain.
Now, we raise our voices to tell Sovngarde of the coming of the worthy dead, and to tell the world that the Nords are still here. We are still standing.
The fallen now march home to hallowed halls, to join our ancestors in boundless drink and song and brawls. Let sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children of Skyrim.
Nice. You know what? I gotta say, Nord Wakes, new favorite of all time, beating out the Irish Wake. That was super dope. I want people to sing and fight and get ready for, like, Sovereign Guard. But, yeah, turns out that this one was all story. You know, got Buck and Peter still with me. Epic pets. Epic pets. But, yeah, it's gonna be a good spot to stop for the moment. Thank you for joining me. If you get a chance, hit that like button, comment anything you want to see in the Greymoor chapter, and I'll do it. Like, I got time on my hands. But, yeah. I'm Don't You Know. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace out, y'all. Well, I got my new crown on. And I'm feeling kind of hollow at the moment, because I just realized that that's the end of the quest line for now. This is a year-long campaign, and I didn't really think about what the implication of that was, and like, we've got the Grey Host on the run, but this is where it stops for now. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of butthurt about it, but I mean, I did get at least another skill point out the deal, so I think I'm just gonna put it in to my staff, because I haven't really upgraded that at all. So I think, what is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Trifocus, because it adds more effect to the staff when I use it. But man, that kind of sucks, because I was like really getting into this stuff, and I was ready to go find that Ashen Lord, call him a mother flower to his face, and give him the business. But in due time. We got all the animal boys with us. And yeah, that, ouch. Super depressing. But you know what? It just means more time for side quests and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, catch y'all in a bit.